Hey there, welcome to the GentleFIT workout. I'm Leanne Frey and the owner of Fit Made Simple, virtual training, personal training, and group fitness. So I create workouts for the over 50 body, and I have a few different kinds of workouts. Today's workout is called GentleFIT, and it was created for those wanting a shorter and a little slower pace of a workout. So we'll go at a slower pace. We'll have a longer warm-up. We'll have shorter time, so 20 minutes in length, roughly. I can't guarantee it won't be on the second. Safe, fun, and effective. And these are a little more beginner friendly if you haven't moved in a while, if you're coming back from an injury, and a little more senior friendly and focused. There's two ways to do this workout. One is seated in a chair, so if you need a chair, all of these exercises can be done. Or I'll be teaching standing up. You can stand up to do the workout, or you can do some of both. The equipment you need for today's class is a chair if you need one. I've got lighter weights over here sitting to the side, and they're out of the way. If you don't have dumbbells or weights, don't worry about it. You can grab 2 bottles of water or 2 soup cans. All right, so I'm gonna start. You can either start seated or standing, and I need to start my timer here. Gotta go by a clock, or I'll go forever. So I'm gonna start standing, and we're just gonna start doing some shoulder rolls. Get the blood flowing a little bit. Lubrication to the joints, right? And again, you can do this seated, please. Now arm circles, right and left. Roll it all the way back. And if that's not comfortable for you, you can do elbow. Just shorten that lever. All right, we're gonna go back to the shoulder circles. So I'm gonna show you from the side. You're going up, out, and around, up, out, and around. One more time. Now give me arm circles. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Got a little bit of crepitus in there. I gotta work it out. One more on the right, and then one more on the left. Now we're gonna reverse that. Shoulder rolls forward. That feels so good, whether you're seated or standing. And now I want you to do the same thing, arm circles. And again, if that's not comfortable for you, what do? Elbows. Good, make sure the upper body's warmed up. So shoulder rolls again, one more time. We want 2 rounds in each direction. And if you'd like a little background music, go ahead and put it on, and you can mute me or turn me down. I'm gonna start some squats. So I'm gonna hang onto the chair if I need to for balance. Otherwise, legs about hip width apart. And I'm just gonna sit into my heels and stand. If you're in a chair, what I want you to do is try to come up next to the chair, and I want you to hold on to the back of the chair, and then you'll be squatting, and then stand up, okay? So that's your chair assistance. Again, we're still warming up. We're warming up the legs. So again, I was saying about music, I don't use music when I'm teaching. Sit into the chair and stand for a couple of reasons, but the main reason is because I log these on demand in my on-demand library. So it's kind of like a Netflix. I have playlists. And if you do that, the music is very touchy about copyrights and legal stuff. So that, and then also not everybody likes my music, right? And then come all the way back up. So I leave it up to you. I have some playlists on Spotify that I can share with you. And then if you're a Spotify person, then you can use those. All right, so we just did the squats either behind the chair or freestanding. So the next one is gonna be hamstring curls. So I'm just gonna step out, and then I'm gonna bring my heels to my bottom. I'm gonna add my arms. Here's the chair version. You guys keep going. So if you got the chair, you're bringing your heels to your butt. All right, so I'm standing up tall. And you can use the chair with 1 hand or 2 hands. Either one's fine. Stay with me. 2 and 1. Now, watch this. I'm gonna show you from the side. You're gonna squat down for 2, and then tuck your pelvis, tuck your chin, roll up for 2 with the chair. Squat down for 2, round out for 2, come up. Squat down 2, tuck your chin, tuck your pelvis. Squat down for 2, go ahead and keep going. Just showing you the options. Down for 2, up for 2. One more time, guys. Down for 2, and then up for 2. All right, we got one more. If you're using chair, you're gonna have your hands here and you're gonna step out to the side, come back. We're gonna be coming right here. Now, if you're not using the chair, what I want you to do is get in a side lunge position. There you go. And then I want you to come back up, whether you're holding on or not. Side lunge, and then come back up. So I'm pushing my hips back. I'm keeping my head up. So if I'm here, side lunge, center, side lunge, center. Push your booty back. My booty's hitting that bookcase. Good. One more to the right, holding on or not, and then one more to the left. Now bring your feet back to center. I want you to raise one leg, point, flex, switch. So if you're using the chair, stand up, point, flex, point, flex. One more time on the right. Get the ankles warmed up. Those get tight as we get older. We should all do this. And then there we go. All right, so hopefully you feel warm, you feel ready to go. And I want you to start off with a can, or I want you to do a weight or a can. We're gonna do a standing rotation, and I'm gonna go ahead and demonstrate. So the other option is to come seated. You're gonna bring your arms out to the front. We're gonna rotate over to the right only, okay? So bring your weight to the front. My feet are planted, my knees are soft, arms are out. I'm gonna rotate over to the right, back to the center. Over to the right, back to the center. Same thing in the chair. Now notice my shoulders are not here, they're relaxed. Rotate over, back to the center. Don't worry, I didn't forget the other side, we'll get that. Now, if this is too much with your arms away, you can either take the weight away and use the weight of your arms, or you can bring that lever in closer. Either one is fine. Give me one more. And there you go. Give me a couple of shoulder rolls like we did warming up. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. We're gonna go for 40 seconds. Standing or seated. I'm gonna show you seated in the other side. Feet are flat, arms out. Rotate over to the left, back to the center. Over to the left, back to the center. I need my little assistant to come sit here and do the seated or the standing version. Now remember what I said, you can come short lever if that weight gets too heavy for you. All right, I want you to do as much as you can do, as much load as you can take, or then you can unload it if you need to. You can go without that weight. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, shoulder rolls. Now, we're gonna do side bends next. So if you're in the chair, you're gonna look like this. Right hand holds the weight. If you're standing, you look like this. Right hand holds the weight. Fingertips behind your head. And now all I want you to do is lean into the side where the weight is. Come back up. Side bend. Come back up. Seated or standing. That's it. Just let gravity pull you down towards that right foot. Now you're lengthening here, and then when you come up, you're just shortening that distance. Lengthen, and then close that back up. That's it. Stay with it. You got it. One more. And last one. I think I made you do a bonus one, didn't I? All right, so all I want you to do is just kind of hang out, shake it out. You just got a few seconds in between. You're gonna put the weight in your left hand. Let's put your right hand back. Let the weight pull you down. Come back up. Now you guys keep going. We'll do the chair version. I really do need an assistant, don't I? A virtual assistant. That's it. So I'm going to show you from the side as well. Notice my butt is towards the front of the chair, so I'm not doing it back here because it makes it hard to laterally flex. It's easier if you scoot your butt up to the edge of the seat. Make sure your feet can touch the ground, and then you feel a stretch here, and then you feel it come back together. That's it. Fantastic. All right, we've just gone through one round of that, and so I hope that gives you a better idea of what we're going to be doing. And again, the options you can do. You can use long lever, you can use short lever, you can use long lever unweighted, right? All right, we're gonna do this again, guys. We're gonna rotate over to the right, standing or seated. So put the weight in your arms, in your hands, rotate, and come back. And adjust as needed. Again, you can come here, or you can go long arms, no weight. That's it, we're rotating. Only to one side, doing the twist. One more. Man, I'm gonna feel this tomorrow. I can feel it now. All right, kids, we got one more over here to the left, with or without. I'm gonna show you from seated. Remember your butt's at the edge, feet are flat. Get your arms out long. I want you to rotate over to the left, back to the center. And every couple of reps, check to make sure your shoulders are down, because when we get tired, we tend to do this. So make sure your shoulders are down. And we're just rotating over to the left side. And again, remember the other option, you can take the weight out. Do as many as you can with the weight, and then adjust when you need to. One more. That's it. All right, shoulder rolls, work it out, shake it out. Shake it out, shake it out. Put it in your right hand. You've got side bends over to the right. So go ahead and get ready. Grab the weight or the soup can or your bottle of water, and we're gonna do lateral flexion, otherwise known as a side bend. And notice I'm going slow and controlled. Keep going like that. I'm not doing this, right? Back in the 80s and 90s, that's what you'd see people doing, the really fast ones. And then they would go, I don't know why my back hurts. Well, you wore it out doing those fast side bends. You want to go slow and purposeful. It's actually more challenging to go slow. So you stretch it out and then you work to bring it back in. Lengthen it and then shorten it. All right, you're going to switch sides. Put the weight in your left hand. I'm going to demonstrate here in the chair. Right hand back, feet are flat. You ready? Let the weight drop down, come back up. Lengthen here, shorten here. That's it. Seated side bends. If you like going back and forth between standing and seated, like I'm doing, you can do that as well. We've got a little bit of cardio after this. And I'll show you chair options, but I want you to try to stand if you can. So either use the chair to help you out, one more, or do it without the chair. All right, just make sure your weights are out of the way so you don't trip. All right, so the first thing we're gonna be doing, a couple of minutes of movement. I'm gonna have you, you're gonna step out to the right, and then you're gonna step center, and then we're gonna shoot hoops. And then you're going to step out to the left, center, and then we're going to shoot hoops, okay? So you can do that there, or you can do it here. You can also hang on to one light weight if you're not using the chair, okay? So let me show you. You're going to step out to the right, and then you're going to press overhead. Step out to the left, press overhead. Out to the right, press overhead. Now notice I'm adding my heels coming up, little balance challenge. Out to the right, press overhead. Keep going, out to the left, press overhead. So here's what you're doing. Out to the right, press overhead, out to the left. So I'm reaching out, press overhead. One more time, guys. Out to the right, press overhead, out to the left, press overhead. All right, you can either march in your chair or you can stand right here, march 2, 3, but I bet you can do that one. You can do this one pretty easily. I'm gonna have you march 2, 3, 4. Back, 2, 3, 4. March, 2, 3, 4. Back, 2, 3, 4. March, 2, 3, 4. Add my arms. If you need help, just stay right here. You need a little balance help, or use your kitchen counter, use your desk, whatever you got close. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, are you ready? We're gonna try to put this together. Step out to the side, shoot hoops. Step out to the side, shoot hoops. Now come forward, up, 2, 3, 4, back, 2, 3, 4. One more time, up, 2, 3, 4, back, 2, 3, and 4. Fantastic. We are going to move on. We're going to do a little squat with an abduction and then squat with an abduction. So use the chair for assistance, or you can come right here to the front. Now, our legs are pretty close together. They're not too wide, just a couple inches between. You can also add weight if you want. So I'm going to sit into my heels, and then I'm going to raise my right leg out to the side. Sit into my heels, raise my left leg. So I'm throwing balance in. I'm also adding a little intensity with the weight. Sit into it. Raise the leg out to the side. Keep going. The other option is right here. Okay. Balance help here. Lots of options on this one. Keep going. Sit into it. And then one more. Sit into it. Hilly wants to help out. She is a senior and a beginner. Now, I want you to get one weight. All right. If you're using a chair, I want you to put your left leg in front and your weight in the right hand. So we're just going to kind of bend at the knee a little bit, come out of it, bicep curl. Okay, here to balance. Otherwise, don't hold on. You're going to sink into the front heel, come out of it, curl all the way up, all the way down. Sink into it, all the way up, all the way down. Now, if you're doing it freestanding, you're not hanging onto a chair, and this is pretty easy, and you feel like you're comfortable doing 2 weights, go ahead, grab the second weight. Do a little bilateral. But you're going to see this again in just a second, right? All right, come on out of it. Now, if you're using one weight, go ahead and switch hands, and then you'll get the other leg in front. Hold on for balance. You're going to plant your foot, sink into the front heel, front left heel, front right heel, excuse me. Bicep curl. Sink into it. Bicep curl. Please make sure you switch sides. If I mess it up, don't follow me. So I hope you see what I mean by all the choices. Remember, you can go bilateral if you want to add another weight. Lot going on here, guys. We're working lower body. You got core, right, or you'd be hunched over. And then you got balance in the equation with lower body and with your arms. This is your last one. That's it. Fantastic. How you doing? You doing okay? You staying with me? All right. Here we go. Here's the next one. So we're going to do a little diagonal pattern. So if you need a chair, what I want you to do is just keep it close to you. So I want you to step forward and then back, and then step diagonal back, and then the other back. Otherwise, I want you to do this. I want you to march 4 steps this way. 4, 3, 2, 1. Back, 2, 3, 4. Got it? 4, 3, 2, 1. We're working the corners of the room. So it's a little different if you're using a chair. And back, other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, and back. That's it. All right, march in the center. This is really hard to do without music, but it's okay. I hope you have a good playlist. Hold your elbows in here, 90 degrees. Now, open the door here, little rotator cuff. Open the door here. Open the door here. Open the door here. All right, you're going to open and close. Open and close. Now, in a second, you're going to feel it kind of heat up here, right in that ball and socket joint. So you open, close, open, close. Let's add some movement. Open, close, open, close. Now go over to the other side. Open, close, open, close. Keep going. If you're using the chair, open, close, open, close. You got a little creative here. All I want you to do is go in that diagonal pattern, right? And sometimes we have to mix it up a little bit. Open, close. So all I'm doing is direction changes. Now march in place here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, kind of be aware of your rotator cuff. See if it just kind of got a little warm in there. There's 4 muscles in there, and they all pull and hold the shoulder into place right in that socket, okay? Guys, I just went by my list, and we just did all of it. So, standing or seated. If you're doing this seated, you're going to put your right heel out. Keep your head up, keep looking at me, and then I'm going to have you hinge forward. So a little hamstring stretch. Standing, you're going to put your heel out, hinge forward. Now, what I want you to do is take the opposite arm and reach forward. Nice work. Arms come up. I hope you had a good workout. This is just a little bit shorter. We move a little bit slower, but it's still a good workout. We did a little movement, a little cardio. We did some strength. We had some balance, some agility. I want you to switch, get that left leg out, whether you're in the chair or here. Hinge over, and then reach forward. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm so glad you chose to move with me a little bit. And let me know how you like the workout. And I will see you next time. Don't forget to follow this channel, Fit Made Simple, all one word. And make sure to join in with me on my private Facebook group. It has a different name, Fit Over 50 Workouts and Wellness. Private Facebook group, and we do some of these mini workouts. We also do challenges. It's a great community, and it's all types of workouts for anyone over 50. We'll see you there.